It's bright and early on a Friday morning, and nearly 200 women are here looking to network and advance their careers, all while clocking in their steps for the day.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, TC. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Garima, and I work with 3M right now.
Garima and TC, or Tian Chong, are taking part in an event aimed at matching early to mid-career women with C-suite level executives who can act as career sponsors.
So, TC, I've been wondering, how do I grow my network? What is your advice for someone who's taken up this semi-technical global role? How do I stay on top of all things marketing? How do you do it? How do you grow your network?
I'll say that in a nutshell, we are in a very unique situation in Singapore because Singapore happened to be a microcosm and platform for many global companies which have their regional, sub-regional, regional and global headquarters here. So we have a rich ecosystem which have different groups of people depending on whether you're mid or senior level getting together regularly, besides work on other topics.
Thank you to the 88 C-suite men and the 200 women that are here today.
It may not look like mentorship as you know it, but organizers say such active interactions could develop into important relationships in your career.
That's the act of making something happen. So you're helping by acting, whether it's promotions, it's a special project, you are in that room putting your name on the line to help somebody progress. Because we have limited resources, right? So why are you going to champion Jane over Joe? And so that is the act of sponsorship. And sponsorship typically happens behind closed doors, hushed conversations to an elite few, and typically within the same organization. I wanted to break the barriers of that. And so I thought, why can't we bring it out all in the open?
While a mentor is typically associated with providing advice and guidance, sponsors can help open tangible doors for career progression. Sponsors can amplify their protégés' voices and profile, boost them by recommending them for promotions or higher profile assignments, connect them with relevant people, and defend them during times of challenge. And all that can accelerate one's career path significantly.
Someone in early career, I would say sponsorship acts like saying, I'm going to help you make an introduction to someone, a key stakeholder, a potential employer. I think mentorship makes more sense for early career, but the smaller acts of sponsorship can really accelerate your career. I remember as an engineer in Malaysia, the reason I got my first sales job in IBM was because someone sponsored me into that role. And it was a senior executive that was like 5 levels above me who saw my talent and said, you should be in sales. And he made it happen for me to join IBM.
While everybody can benefit from having a sponsor, the relationship can be especially beneficial to women, who hold just over 1/3 of senior management roles in the Asia-Pacific.
Because majority of power and influence today is still held by men. So if we really truly want to advance women, the key is to have male sponsors who have influence and power to advocate for the achievement of this woman.
I feel the gender, we usually look for the same gender when we ask for help. And we need to mix that up because we need more women at the top. So we need more men that are there already to support the career progression of the females.
To get started finding a sponsor, research for senior, credible individuals in not just your company, but also your wider industry. A sponsor need not work in the same company, but should have a strong track record and be in a senior enough position to influence others. You can use social media to connect with them or attend industry events to network. You can also ask your organization if it has specific sponsorship programs to be involved in.
So it's important to find someone who is in the industry or who is in your corporation, and it doesn't necessarily be someone who you actually work closely with, but someone who can see your skill set. So usually the sponsors look for those proteges that have some potential to grow. If you know what you want and why you're doing it, it's very straightforward conversation. So it's possible to do that. Or when you work with someone and you see that someone can actually see the outcome of your work, then you can ask for a conversation for the possibilities to advance in a career or, in the domain that you are working in.
To ensure your sessions are productive, it's important to come prepared. This means having a clear understanding of your career goals and also identifying specific things you need help with.
We have, for example, I'm looking for an industry connection because I'm changing industries. Here are 3 companies I'd like to work for. I'd love some introductions there. Oh, I'm thinking of moving within the finance space between wealth management to risk management. How would I even think about making that transition? Who should I talk to? What resources should I tap on? Or even I'm looking to speak on sustainability. Who are the right people for me to be engaged with so that I can be, out there with promoting myself as a speaker.
Maintaining the relationship over time is crucial, something Tian Chong and Garima are already taking steps towards.
A more meaningful relationship to me in matters of sponsorship and mentorship would really be, for example, getting together at regular points in time, right? Casually, over a meal or something. But more importantly, it's not about the format, but it's more about talking about setting goals, talking about sharing ambition, providing guidance on how you think about such topic.
I think TC is extremely approachable, so I'm going to keep reaching out to him both on WhatsApp and on LinkedIn.